Welcome to our First Responders Night, presented by our friends at Steelscape. Join Steelscape and Talents Habitat for Humanity in a special evening honor the first responders in our community with this one-of-a-kind jersey auction. Head over near the concession stand and the party deck to the auction tables to bid on one of our special first responder-themed jerseys. You'll have up to the 7th inning to bid on one of these jerseys. Winners will be contacted to be able to go out on the field after the game for pictures. 100% of the proceeds go to Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to our First Responders Night, presented by our friends at Steelscape. Join Steelscape and Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity in a very special evening honoring the first responders in our community with this one-of-a-kind jersey auction. Head over to the booth near the concession stand, to the auction tables, to bid on one of our very special first responder-themed jerseys. You'll have up to the end of the 7th inning to bid on one of these jerseys. Winners will be contacted and be able to go out on the field after the game for pictures. 100% of the proceeds go to Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Support a great organization here in our community through our First Responders Night jersey
I found
auction.
the numbers. So I think we're here and here. Right by the microphone. I'm scared, yeah.
Hey fans, celebrate 15 seasons of Black Bear baseball with us. It's our final season here at David Story Field, and this summer is going to be the summer of making memories together. So bring your family, bring your friends, bring someone you just met, and don't miss a pitch this summer. As Black Bears will be on the road next week, but don't worry, we'll be back here at Story Field on Tuesday, July 22nd, for 6 straight nights of Black Bears baseball. Yes, you heard that right. 6 straight nights of Black Bears baseball, starting on Tuesday, July 22nd. Get your tickets today at collegeblackbears.com.
We have a signed sheet, bro.
what you need to get. Also over at the merchandise tent, spend $50 or more on a single purchase, and you'll score a free 2025 beer bat. Don't miss this chance to save big and gear up in style. All right, ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to center field as we welcome our mascot, Corby the Bear. There he is. Let's hear it for Corby the Bear.
You're the YouTube guy?
The broadcaster?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
It looks like Corby's going to be our
We had to turn down Corvallis and switch to the radio. Yeah, it's a nice job.
Corby the Bear.
Yeah, good job.
Looks like Corby's calling the shot. Let's hear it for Corby. 36, the first baseman from the University of South Alabama, number 36, Paxton Bigby. Batting seventh, the catcher from Northwest Nazarene University, number 23, Holt Williams. Batting eighth, the second baseman from Lower Columbia College, number 2, Brandon Oram. Batting ninth, the shortstop from Gonzaga University, number 3, Andy Cisneros. Starting pitcher nine for the Black Bears, number 16 from USC, Cameron Fawcett. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Summer Bonner Davenport.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare above bursting in air, they gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Absolutely fantastic, Summer. Thank you so much to Summer Bonner Davenport. The fans are ready. The Black Bears are ready. Let's play ball!
It is a great day to appreciate some first responders here at David Story Field in Longview, Washington. It's First Responder Appreciation Night, as the Black Bears are going to be wearing some new uniforms just for today. We'll get into more of it later, but welcome to Game 2 of a two-game exhibition series between the Northwest Star Nighthawks and the Cowlitz Black Bears. The Black Bears won convincingly by a score of 11-3 yesterday, had 11 runs on 11 hits, and took advantage of 7 errors on the other side for the Nighthawks. On the other side, the Nighthawks only scored 3, and all those runs came in the 4th inning, dropped to 0-13 on the season, as they're looking to still try and get their first win with only 5 games left in their non-league campaign. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. It'll be Cade Galen leading it off in center field. Rylan Taguchi, the catcher, batting second. Luke Kovac bats third at short. Trey Williams at first, batting fourth. Nolan Donovan batting fifth at third. Ethan Matsuoka, the DH, batting sixth. Aaron Henry in right field, batting seventh. Maurice Solom at second base, batting eighth. And Kellen Desbians, the number 9 hitter for the Nighthawks. Starting pitcher for the Black Bears is going to be Cam Fawcett. Well, Fawcett has played 7 games in the regular season, but has not started a game yet, and is starting today when what looks like could most likely be a bullpen game for the Black Bears, as we head into the off day tomorrow, and then a 1.5 game matchup between the Black Bears and the Ridgefield Raptors, as we'll get 2 more scores from the Columbia River Cup Series in Game 2 and 3, and then Game 4 is next Thursday on the 17th. So it'll start to be put into view who's going to win that trophy of the Columbia River Cup within the next week. Black Bears already have a 1-0 lead in that series after they won on May the 29th. First pitch to Cade Galen is high for ball 1. On the fastball from Fawcett. Fawcett has a fastball sinker curve slider. Mix up. Uses all of them pretty similarly in amount, as that'll hit the zone for strike 1. Fastball at 31, sinker at 26%. Curveball also at 26. And the slider at 15. Has some good run on the heater with the fastball. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Well, Fawcett, a future USC Trojan, along with Sable, who is the DH today. They're going to end up being teammates in the red and orange and yellow. Bit high, and the count's evened up at 2 apiece. Cade Galen played his first game with the Nighthawks yesterday, ended up going 1 for 4. So hitting at a .250 from Portland University this season, his freshman year, as the curve just misses outside, and it's 3-2. Black Bears only walked 4 guys yesterday, 2 of which coming from Hunter Lutman, who gave up all 3 runs but still earned the win yesterday. 3-2. Check swing, and he did go around. So that's strike number 3. First strikeout of the day for Cam Fawcett. He gets Galen swinging, and that's the second straight game that the leadoff man in the game has struck out swinging. As Will Grizzle got Rylan Taguchi swinging to lead off the game yesterday, and now Taguchi's up for his first at-bat today. Fawcett's first pitch swung on and missed. Well, Taguchi went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Currently in an 0 for 11 skid after going 2 for 4 against Walla Walla back on the 28th. That's low for ball 1. Well, so far this season against Cowlitz, Taguchi is 0 for 9 with 5 strikeouts, but also 3 walks. 1-1. That's outside on the fastball, and it's 2-1. Fastball goes 88 to 89 for Fawcett. See how many innings he gets. This is mostly a bullpen arm. 2-1. Fouls one off, and it's 2-2. Most likely getting the bullpen arms warmed up so we can have some good pitching on the starting side when we play 1.5 games on Monday. Finishing that suspended game on the 14th and then playing the regularly scheduled game 30 minutes after. That is opposite field, hit into center field, and a base hit for Taguchi. So his first hit of the season against Cowlitz comes in his first at-bat today. That'll bring up Luke Kovac. Shortstop was playing pretty good at short yesterday. Went 1 for 2, walked twice. Was able to reach 3 times as the fastball will hit the zone for strike 1. Taguchi on first. Doesn't have a stolen base attempt yet this season. Outside, and it's 1-1. Well, Kovac playing in his 13th game, so he's played in every game except for 1 for the Nighthawks this season. 1-1 hits the zone. Has been here the whole season. There's only 1 guy in the lineup that's played, or 2 guys in the lineup that's played all 14 games, and that's Trey Williams, who's on deck, and Aaron Henry, who we'll see later on. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's 2 Ks now for Fawcett in the first. And now 2 outs. That'll bring up Trey Williams. He had a good day, probably the best offensive day out of everybody on the Nighthawks yesterday. And Will Grizzle struck out 2 in his first inning of work yesterday as well. First pitch misses to Williams. So Trey went 2 for 3, drove in 2 of the 3 runs for the Nighthawks yesterday. Hit a double, a 2 RBI single. Grounder over to second. Orm will scoop it up. Toss to Cisneros for out number 3. So a single by Taguchi, but nothing doing as a scoreless frame for Fawcett heads us to the bottom of the first. No score.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, you can auction. You can bid on the jerseys that the Black Bears are wearing and try and get one. At the end of the game, you'll get to go on the field, take a picture with the player who you got the jersey from. 100% of the proceeds from the night will benefit Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Jerseys are kind of cool as they have patches from a lot of different first responder departments in the surrounding area. It'll be Matt Priest to start off. Let's take a look at the Black Bears lineup presented by Cowlitz River Dental. It'll be Priest and Liam Barrett batting second in left field. Jeremiah Crane bats third at third. Poff is in right, batting fourth. Sable's the DH, batting fifth. Bigby at first, batting sixth. Holt Williams doing the catching, batting seventh. Orem batting eighth at second. And Andy Cisneros, the 9-hitter, as Matt Priest will take strike one. Pitcher for the day is going to be Andrew Miller for the Nighthawks, as that's outside for ball one. Miller has a 16.41 ERA in 17 innings. His fifth start, sixth game. He only pitched one in relief. That was back on May the 22nd as the curveball has Priest to swing and miss, and it's 1-2. Well, Miller played under Dan Spencer at Linfield this season. Didn't appear in a game, though. Originally from Camas. Priest gets a piece of it, fouls it into the Nighthawks dugout, and it's still 1-2. Well, Miller in his last outing gave up 11 earned runs against Corvallis in the 15-1 loss. So that one's out inside for ball two. 11 runs, 8 hits, 6 walks, no strikeouts, and earned the loss currently at a 0-3 record. Grounder over to third, scooping it up is Nolan Donovan. Throw is way over the head of Williams and will hit the screen. So that'll be an error on the third baseman, Nolan Donovan, as Priest is able to reach. Well, looks like we're going to call that a base hit. So a hit for Priest instead of an error, as he's on first with nobody out, and that'll bring up Liam Barrett. First pitch is going to hit the zone on the outside edge for strike one. Well, Priest stole 3 bags yesterday, got caught once. But he's reached 4 times, and every time he reached, he tried to steal second. So we'll see if he tries this time. Now, Miller seems to know that as he throws back to first, but not in time. Well, Trey Williams at first. Covering Priest after his infield single. Would have been a tough play for Donovan either way. It's a bit outside and high for ball 1. Taguchi's behind the plate today. He was in right field yesterday. So he's making his name for utility. And he's been doing a lot. Playing a lot of positions for this Nighthawks squad. 1-1, Priest goes, and it's called ball 2. Throwing to second is close, but not in time. Well, Priest now has 4 bags stolen this series, all of them being second base. And he's into scoring position with nobody out. So Miller's given up 32 hits, 31 earned runs. That struck out 11, but walked 27 guys. Now the 2-1. Just outside, ball 3. Jeremiah Crane on deck. He was a late scratch yesterday. So Cisneros came into the game for him. And Cisneros getting the start today as well at short for Lundy, who's getting the day off today. 3-1. That's ripped into right center field, a base hit. Priest a bit of a late start. He'll just take third, and there's runners at the corners. Back-to-back singles for Priest and Barrett. That'll bring up Crane, Mr. JC. Crane in his last game, it was against Walla Walla in game 3 of that series on Thursday. He went 1 for 4. Hitting at a 273. This is his first non-league game of the season. He wasn't here for the other non-leaguers against the Nighthawks and the Raptors. Which you can't blame him for. Half the roster wasn't here last time we played the Nighthawks back on June the 5th. Including Barrett, who's on first, with Priest on third, as that's fouled off. It hits the pole. Very satisfying noise. Good old doink. Who doesn't love a good doink? And it's 0-2. So 0-2 to Crane in his first at-bat. Barrett goes, grounder over to third. Donovan will try for home, and he will get the out. As Taguchi is able to tag Matt Priest out at home. Runner advances in, Barrett to second. Crane reaches on the fielder's choice. Well, Donovan's able to get the out at home. I'll bring up Poff. West Coast League All-Star went 2 for 4 yesterday. Hit a double, drove in 2 runs. That's 2 on with 1 out after the play at home. Wind's picking up here a little bit as that one's low for ball 1. So the Black Bears wearing the black jerseys. And not the ones you're thinking of, but also with the cream pants today. 1-0. Grounder over to short. Kovac will toss to Solom. Throw on to first. A double play. So a scoreless first for Andrew Miller as he gets the play at home, and the 6-4-3 from Poffenroth. We're heading to the top of the second. Still no score.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, the voice of summer. And I'm here to talk to you about the Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes by Fiber Federal Credit Union. It's good, clean fun in the sun where some lucky member could win bigger than a giant wave off Maui. So roll out the blanket, put some surf tunes on, and use your Fiber debit card to catch your share of our $9,000 plus prize wave. Every time you use your Fiber debit card for a purchase of $5 or more, you'll be entered into our Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes. Like the sea, you know, with water and swimsuits. 3 Fiber family members each week will win $100, and one member will win the $5,000 grand prize October 1st. Whew, I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all the cha-chaing I can do with that moolah. Visit fibercu.com/sweepstakes for the official rules, and cowabunga if you must. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Odds of winning depend on number of entries received. No purchase necessary to win. Federally insured by NCUA.
Well, tomorrow is an off day before a 1.5 gamer on Monday. The next home game, though, is also going to be against the Raptors on July the 22nd. That's going to be another $3 Tuesday. Take advantage of $3 general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda as the Black Bears continue the Columbia River Cup Series against the Ridgefield Raptors 635 at David Story Field. Be there, or be rectangular. Not square, rectangular. Bit high for ball one to Nolan Donovan, who leads it off. It's Donovan, Matsuoka, and Henry after a good scoreless first with 2 strikeouts for Cam Fawcett. It'll hit the zone, and it's 1-1. Well, Fawcett pitched a scoreless inning back on Thursday. Gave up 2 hits, but overall, pretty good inning. Pitched 2 times in that series. Pitched on Tuesday as well, threw 1 2/3. Gave up a run, but earned the win. In game 1 of 3, Black Bears took 2 of 3 against the Sweets, and they're now at home taking on the Corvallis Knights. 2-1. Check swing foul, which gets a little bit behind Holt Williams. So Holt Williams is wearing the number 23 today because of some jersey sizing issues. He has switched to the number 23 just for today. He'll be back to 5 on Monday. But wearing the number 5 is one of the new guys for the Black Bears. His name is Wesley Strand. Strike 3 called. That's 3 strikeouts for Cam Fawcett. And he's dealing so far. Gets Donovan looking. First strikeout looking so far for Fawcett. And the first out here in the second. That'll bring up Matsuoka. First pitch misses for, or hits the zone for strike 1. Breaking ball misses low for ball 1. Matsuoka went 1 for 3 yesterday. Ended up scoring. Got a walk and 2 strikeouts. Also the other Portland University guy as well as Cade Galen. As that'll miss outside for ball 2. Matsuoka from Tualatin was born in Portland, so technically playing for his hometown team where he was born. Tualatin's not too far away from Portland, as that's outside for ball 3. Only in his second game. Both the Portland guys came here at the same time for the Nighthawks. 3-1. It'll hit the zone, and it's a full count, 3-2. So with Finn Stewart gone, it will most likely be a Barrett, Priest, Poffenroth outfield for the foreseeable future. As that will miss just a bit outside, and that's ball 4 to Matsuoka, who will take the walk. A 1-out runner on first in Matsuoka. That'll bring up Aaron Henry. Henry came in as a pinch hitter yesterday, struck out in his only AB. Fouls one back, and it's 0-1. Henry is 3 for 39 so far this season, has 25 strikeouts after his one yesterday. Now 6 against the Black Bears. Last 5 games, he has 11 strikeouts. So he fouls one back, and it's 0-2. He only has 2 games this season where he doesn't have any strikeouts, and that came against Yakima on the 14th and the 13th of June. And Fawcett already has 3 on the day. 0-2 curveball gets him looking for strike 3. 1 2/3 in, and Cam Fawcett's already got 4 Ks. 2 of them looking 2 swinging for Fawcett. He's playing very well so far. Through 1 2/3. Fastball misses high to Maurice Solom. And it's 1-0. Solom also came in as a pinch hitter yesterday. Ended up hitting a single, his 5th hit of the season, and his 2nd against Cowlitz. Grounder past the dive of Bigby and into right field. So Solom is 2 for 2 in this series. Dancing to second is Matsuoka. And now there's 2 on with 2 outs. Solom, good piece of hitting to the opposite field. 1 for 1 today after going 1 for 1 yesterday. Now it's the bottom of the order in Kellen Desbians. First pitch from Fawcett. Bit low and away, and it's 1-0 on the fastball. Well, Desbians probably didn't have to go too far to get here. He's from Longview. Went to Mark Morris High School, just down the street. 1-0 grounder, soft grounder to first, scooped up by Bigby. He'll make a long flip to Fawcett at first for out number 3. Good play by Paxton Bigby. A 1-3 putout ends the 2nd inning as Cam Fawcett, 2 scoreless and 4 Ks. We head to the 3rd, or the bottom of the 2nd, in fact. No score.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Bottom 2nd, Cam Fawcett is pitching very well through 2 innings. There is somebody in the bullpen, though, for the Black Bears. Have to see who that is. But for now, Andrew Miller back out there. He threw a scoreless 1st inning, inducing a double play to Gavin Poffenroth to end the frame. I had a feeling that Fawcett wouldn't last too long, as most of the bullpen arms are going to be going today against the Nighthawks. Well, yesterday it took the Nighthawks 4 innings before they threw a scoreless frame, and they only have 1. Only took 1 here. Alex Buchanan in the bullpen. First pitch to Jarrett Sable will hit the zone for strike 1. Sable's the DH today. Talking about how he's a little bit sore after his hit by pitch yesterday. It hit him kind of right where 2 parts of the leg bend, as that's a grounder foul down the first base line. Said it was hard for him to squat. Possibly is just a short-term thing, just, you know, a little bit of a bruise, a little bit of soreness after, you know, getting hit by a pitch isn't fun. Sable following his brothers, going to USC. Got offers from UCSB, UCLA, and Tennessee out of high school. Could have been teammates with all the gauchos that are on the Bears. Opposite field blooper into left field for a base hit. Jarrett Sable, third hit of the day for the Black Bears. And Sable reaches. It's his third hit of the series. That'll bring up Paxton Bigby. Yesterday he went 1 for 3. Stole a bag, scored twice, had a walk, had a hit by pitch, so found ways to reach 3 times. First pitch, curveball, will miss outside. You know, Bigby at Shoreline this season actually faced Kieran Markison a few times, 6 times to be exact. He went 1 for 6. Outside for ball 2. You see with a lot of NWAC guys, there's going to be a good amount of overlap in between guys who have played against each other, and it just so happens Shoreline and Skagit Valley played against each other on multiple occasions. Grounder over to second, past Sable over to Salam, and he'll throw on to Williams at first for out number 1. Sable had to get out of the way of the grounder, but he advances to second. Now runner in scoring position for the Bears with 1 out. I'll bring up Holt, who is wearing the number 23. Explained it already. Number 5 was too small. He said he wasn't able to tuck it in, which is, you know, a bit of an issue. Bunt showed, and the curveball hits the zone for strike 1. Well, this is one of the rare games in which the coaches have jerseys as well. Dancing off a second, Sable, now the 0-1. Popped up on the infield. It'll be Donovan calling everybody off, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So Carl Johnson over at first is wearing the number 19. Colin Dixon at third is wearing 22. And head coach Dan Spencer is wearing the number 25 today. Well, those jerseys will also be a part of the auction. They wanted to get as many guys wearing the jersey as possible so they could give some more profiting to the Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Because remember, 100% of the proceeds will be going to them. That'll hit the zone for strike 1 against Orem. So Sable on second now with 2 outs, and Orem went actually 0 for 5 yesterday, but also reached on a few errors, which doesn't count as hits. That gets in front of Taguchi. Miller picks it up, but it's not in time as Sable gets into third without a throw. So Taguchi did block it, but it went very high up in front of him, and Sable is able to take third. So, first run of the day for the Bears, 90 feet away. I'm trying to drive him in. Bottom of the lineup in Cisneros on deck. 1-1. Bit inside, and it's 2-1. Wonder how much more Fawcett will see, or if his 2 scoreless ends his day. Grounder down, the third base line is going to hit the fencing in front of the Nighthawks dugout, and it's 2-2. Well, we haven't seen Braden's brother Camden pitch in a while, as he seems to be coming back after the All-Star break. At least that's what he says. which is good. He was very good to start the season off. Got a couple saves. Was mostly a ninth inning guy in the bullpen. 2-2, low and away. Good stop from Taguchi. And it's 3-2 now with 2 outs. Now, Orem played with the Dub C Fish Sticks of the Pacific International League, hit .264 in 31 games after his freshman year at Lower Columbia. 3-2 misses inside, and that's ball 4. First walk of the day for Miller as Orem takes first. And for the second straight inning, runners are at the corners with 2 outs. That'll bring up Andy Cisneros. I mentioned yesterday how Morehead State, where Cisneros played this season, their field dimensions are insane. So I talked to Cisneros about it. So he rips one into left field, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Sable is in, rounding third, and stopping at third is Orem. And it's an RBI double for Cisneros. Black Bears now have a 1-0 lead with runners at second and third now. And back to the top of the lineup. Oh, Black Bears strike first here in the second inning. Cisneros, when I was talking to him about Morehead State's field, he said he really actually enjoyed it because it really helped him try and hit balls the other way, which he didn't hit it the other way here, but still. First pitch is going to get past Taguchi, and Orem will come in to score easily. Advancing to third is Cisneros, and it's 2-0 Black Bears. So Cisneros said it benefited to hit it the other way, which he said he was working on a lot at Morehead State, but he also said the fencing is a lot higher than even it is here. He said it was like a reverse Fenway Park with the Green Monster in right field, which makes up for the very shallow right field. He said it was around 300 to 305 to right center, but the fencing was just really high up. So that's fouled down the line. So it did benefit him to hit the other way, but he said there weren't too many home runs just because of how high the fence was. If you look at Morehead State's baseball field, though, the dimensions are crazy. Fly ball into center field. Cade Galen will make the grab for out number 3. Now the Black Bears score 2 on a RBI double from Cisneros and a wild pitch. We head to the top of the third. Black Bears have a 2-0 lead.
Black Bears are wearing one-of-a-kind jerseys tonight. Each jersey has a patch representing one of the first responder agencies in Cowlitz County. And you can support these heroes by bidding on the jerseys tonight. Go over to the concession stand area before the 7th inning.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
So we got another 3-umpire crew today. It's Jeremiah Cameron behind the plate, Jacob Trotter at first, and Larry Fleming at third. It was announced that all 3 of these guys are either current or former first responders. So a good little motion for the Black Bears to have some guys who represent the appreciation of first responders here on First Responder Appreciation Night. Shout out to all the first responders out there, including the 3 umpires who are currently here for today's game, as well as everybody else who's here at David Story Field. We do appreciate everything you do. That's why we have a night for you. New pitcher is Alex Buchanan. Buchanan now into his second game in non-league play. He's played 11, though, in the regular season. His last outing came against Walla Walla on Wednesday. Walla Walla Wednesday. Pitched an inning, gave up 2 runs, a hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. I brought his teammate in Wesley Strand here. He may pitch, he may not. We'll never know. But he is here. He's definitely here. Met him. Seems like a nice guy from Oklahoma. And is also a Ottawa, Kansas player this season, along with Buchanan. Top of the lineup, Galen, Taguchi, Kovac. You're in the top of the third to face off against Buchanan. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1. So Taguchi, a switch hitter, so he'll be batting from the right side, currently in the on-deck circle. I don't think we've seen a switch hitter except for Taguchi this season. Or if so, they aren't switching. 1-0 blooper into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Okay, Galen has his first hit of the day. 3 hits now for the Nighthawks, and a man on first with nobody out. Now we got a battle of 30s now, Buchanan versus Taguchi. Cam Fawcett finished with 2 innings, scoreless. No earned runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Good couple of frames for Fawcett as the bunt is missed on and didn't pull it back, so it's strike 1. Buchanan from Castle Rock, just up the street. 0-1. Will hit Taguchi on the leg. So hit by pitch, now 2 on with nobody out. So it's hard to see from here, but there are good few patches for the jerseys, and they all look pretty nice. There's definitely some that look cooler than others, but just the fact the patches are there is very cool. It's outside for ball 1. It was really just randomized, though, what patch the players got, because they just got their numbers. Well, except for Holt. 1-0. That's fouled off. I actually lied. There's 2 more guys that are wearing different jerseys, but they're not going to play today. Trenton Lamb is wearing number 40, and Matt Sherwood's wearing number 15. They had to switch their jerseys because of another sizing issue. Sherwood was in the reserves, though, for Dan Spencer's squad, but I doubt he'll pitch today after pitching 2 scoreless yesterday. Fly ball into left field. Liam Barrett is under it, and he'll make the grab. No tag for either Galen or Taguchi. So fly out to left, and that's out number 1. I'll bring up Trey Williams. He hit into a 4-6 fielder's choice to end the first. Feels like these games go pretty quickly, considering the 11-3 game was quick, considering it was 11-3, 14 runs came in. We beat the Sun then. See if we can beat the Sun today. First pitch a bit low. Good scoop from Holt, and it's 1-0. Yesterday's game, 11-3, was only 2 hours, 24 minutes. So not bad. Not bad at all. 1-0. They'll miss, and it's 2-0. Well, Williams, 2-hit game yesterday. He now has 2 multi-hit games. His first one came on the 13th against Yakima. That'll hit the zone for strike 1. Hadn't had a hit, though, before yesterday since the 27th against Walla Walla. Had a bit of a slump of 3 games. And has hit both of his doubles against Cowlitz this season. 2-1. Grounder over to first. Bigby will just tag the bag himself. And that's out number 2. Runners, though. Galen advances to third. Taguchi to second. And that'll bring up Nolan Donovan. Donovan, we've only seen hits so far this series, but he dabbles in pitching. He definitely dabbles. He's a dabbler. 3.17 ERA and 5 2/3. See if he goes today. They do have a decent amount of pitchers. They only used 2 yesterday. That'll miss for ball 1. Only has 3 hits on the season, 3 for 22. One of them came yesterday, his first double. And also 2 hits in back-to-back games against Walla Walla. Fly ball into left field. Going back on it is Barrett, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. So the first 2 reach, but Buchanan's able to escape the jam. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, the Black Bears have a 2-0 lead.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Jersey auction going on right now.
Well, Thursday, July the 24th, is the final game of the Columbia River Cup Series. We'll see who wins that beautiful trophy. Here at David Story Field, bring the kids for our annual Dash for Cash event presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under get to go on the field to pick up their share of $1,000 cash. Stick around after the game for our first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. The kids will be dashing. They will be dashing. $1,000 cash, I would dash. Unfortunately, I am nowhere near 12 or under. Would be fun, though. You know what's going to be fun? The drone show, which is a reason for adults to show up too. July 24th, 6:35 p.m., David Story Field. Liam Barrett leads it off. It'll be Barrett, Crane, Poffenroth. If any of them get on, it'll be Mr. Sable. First pitch is a bit low for ball 1. Barrett hit a single in his first at-bat. One of the 4 hits on the day for the Black Bears. That's crushed into deep right field, and that is going to be a foul ball. Very close. It hit basically the corner where the bullpen meets the foul pole. That would have been at least 2 if it was fair, but unfortunately it's strike 1. Well, it looked fair, but, you know, the wind. Blowing from left to right, as it usually does. Probably pushed it over into foul ground. This one's to left field this time. And diving and missing it is Desbians. It'll get past him as Liam Barrett will head into second. So a leadoff double for Liam Barrett as Desbians. He made a great diving grab yesterday. But he wasn't able to reach out to get that one today as Liam Barrett's into second base. That'll bring up the doctor, as they've called him. Could call him Doc, you could call him JC. I think he prefers JC, honestly. Well, with a Gaucho on second, another Gaucho up to bat. As that one gets past Taguchi, but Barrett will not advance. He heads back to second, and it's 1-0. Fly ball heading into foul territory. Taguchi running after it as well as Williams, and it'll just fall out of play. So now 1-1, as that just got over the fence. Over the netting, out near the Black Bears dugout. And it is 1-1. Barrett on second after the double. He's now 2 for 2 on the day. Second double of the day for the Black Bears. First one was Cisneros, his RBI double that scored Sable. Opposite field shot into right field. Back on it is Aaron Henry. He'll make the grab as Liam Barrett will jog into third. And he's in there safely. So fly out to right for Crane. And he advances Barrett to third, as it was plenty deep enough for Barrett to jog easily into third. That'll bring up Poff. Well, Poffenroth grounded into a 6-4-3 DP in his first at-bat. First pitch curveball is going to hit the zone. Liam Barrett on third now, 90 feet away from scoring the third Black Bears run. And with the 11-3 win yesterday, Nighthawks have now given up 10 runs in 10 of 13 games. Pop up on the infield. Trey Williams will try and grab it as he'll backtrack and make the catch for out number 2. Well, Miller could get out of this after the leadoff double. But Sable does have a single already today in the DH spot. He came around to score the first run of the day. Fouled back, and it's 0-1. Well, Sable went 2 for 4 yesterday. Now is 3 for 5. Has 3 hits on the day, or on the series, in fact. Has a chance to get 3 hits on the day. 0-1's low in the dirt. Good stop by Taguchi, and it's 1-1. Wind picking up here at David Story Field. Another curveball a bit low, and it's 2-1. Well, it was very warm before the game, so honestly the wind feels pretty nice. It's been a warm last couple days. Outside, ball 3, and it's 3-1. Only 1 walk on the day for Miller. Through 2 2/3. That came to Braden Oram, but he ended up coming around to score after a wild pitch. 3-1. Grounder over to second. It'll be Solom. He'll throw to first for out number 3. So leadoff double, but Andrew Miller is able to get out of the jam as Barrett doesn't come around to score. We head to the top of the 4th. The Black Bears have a 2-0 lead.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Top 4 here at David Story Field. Buchanan back out there after a scoreless top of the third. It got a little scary. Galen hit a single, and Taguchi got hit by a pitch, but 2 flyouts to left, and a ground out to first got Buchanan out of it. And he's back out there. They'll face off against Matsuoka, Henry, and Solom, the top 3. In the top of the 4th, the Nighthawks down 2. This is better than they were in the 3rd inning yesterday. They were down 6-0 in the 3rd inning yesterday. Well, now it'll be Matsuoka in his 2nd at-bat. That's the only walk of the day for the Nighthawks in his first AB. Advanced to 2nd, but didn't come around. First pitch from Buchanan will miss for ball 1. Matsuoka from Tualatin High School. His first team All-3 Rivers League in his senior season. Was the #1 third baseman in Oregon according to Baseball Northwest rankings. Fly ball into center field after it is Priest. He dives and he'll make the grab. It feels like we're seeing a Matt Priest web gem every day now. Great diving grab by Priest in center field. And that's out number 1. Now the lefty-lefty for Buchanan against Aaron Henry. That'll hit the zone for strike 1. Henry struck out looking in his first at-bat. It's 26th of the season. In right field, the Nighthawks have 3 lefties and a switch hitter so far in their lineup. 0-1. Another one hits the zone on the fastball, and it's 0-2. Nobody up in either bullpen. The probable starter for today was Bryson Leach, but I wonder if he's going to go Monday in one of the games. So that's outside for ball 1. Well, in the suspended game back on June the 30th, Bryson Leach was the starting pitcher, and he was throwing 4 scoreless before, of course, the incident happened. But we'll see if he could go. He could go maybe the rest of the game and do a interesting complete game shutout. So that's inside for ball 2. That might be the goal, and we'll see who starts game 2 on Monday before the All-Star break. 2-2. Another one a little bit high and inside, and it's 3-2. Well, first full count that Buchanan's had today against Henry. Now the payoff pitch. That is inside, ball 4. So the second walk of the day for Cowlitz pitching. First for Buchanan as Aaron Henry will advance to first after the base on balls, and that'll bring up Maurice Solom. Two for 2 in the series, hit a single in his first at-bat. First pitch, swinging, grounds it over to Crane. He'll throw to second for 1, on to first, and not in time. Very close play, but Solom makes it, and it'll be a fielder's choice. Leadoff runner and Henry out at second. And that's the second out. So Solom and Henry switch places. Second time that Maury has reached today And that'll bring up Kellen Desbians. Desbians hit a chopper to first, in which Bigby made a nice play, and a long flip over to Fawcett to end the second inning. So that's outside for ball one. Desbians only played one game against Cowlitz in the first series. And went 0 for 3 yesterday with a couple strikeouts, as that's low and away. So 2-0 now to Desbians from Corbin University. Last year he redshirted with the Aquinas College JV team, so didn't appear in a game. Now a redshirt freshman. Grounder over to short. Cisneros will throw on the run to first, and in time for out number 3. So walk, but otherwise solid outing in the fourth inning for Buchanan as we head to the bottom half of the fourth. 2-0. The Black Bears have the lead.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Tickets for their grill or chili raffle. The winner will be announced at the 8th inning. That's over at the Steelscape booth. They have lots of great giveaways. And also, you get tickets for their raffle, their grill or chili raffle.
We got 5 hits. Huh? We got 5 hits. It's on there. Oh yeah, I forgot the late.
Lead off the bottom of the fourth for the Black Bears. First baseman number 36,
Paxton Bigby leads it off here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Bigby, Holt, Williams, and Braden Oram, the top 3. Any of them get on, it'll be Cisneros at the bottom of the lineup as Bigby fouls one off himself, and it's 0-1. Grounded to second in his first at-bat, currently at an 0 for 1. Andrew Miller pitching pretty well so far through 3. Grounder again over to second base. It'll be bobbled by Salam, and he'll trip. So advancing to first is Bigby after the error by Solam at second. First error of the day for the Nighthawks, and that'll bring up Holt Williams with nobody out. Well, the turf monster can get you, and it definitely got Solam at second base. It's a very slippery surface. Seen people overslide as that's hit into left center field. That's going to get down, and it's going to get cut off by Galen. Advancing to third is Bigby. Here's the throw, and it's in time. Nice throw by Cade Galen. He had a nice throw yesterday as well. He's playing very well out in center field. And advancing to second is Holt, and Bigby is thrown out, trying to extend it to third. Oh, that'll be a single for Williams. He advances to second on the throw, and Bigby now out number 1. So runner on second with 1 out, and Braden Oram is now up for his second AB as he shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's called ball 1. Williams way up on the grass at first. Oram walked, came around to score the second run of the day for the Bears. Trying to extend their lead. 1-1 will hit the zone, and it's 1-1. Well, the Black Bears have 8 home runs in the regular season this year, but they don't have any in non-league play. Now, of course, they've played a lot less games. One grounder over to third. It'll be Nolan Donovan. Throw over to first. Is in time for out number 2. So staying at second is Holt, and he will try and score. Need Andy Cisneros here to come through. He already did in his first at-bat in the second. Hit an RBI double to score Orem. Sorry, to score Sable. Orem scored on a wild pitch. And that's the difference in this one so far. Sun is shining out, trying to get behind the trees. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Well, Ryan Falk is gone for the season. It's a bit unfortunate. It was very fun watching him pitch. He was probably our best pitcher this season. He reached his pitch limit, his appearance limit, whatever limit he was given, and he'll probably play very well when he gets into games at Washington State. We wish him the best of luck. 2-0. That's low for ball 3. Mason Shea also left. We wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors as well. .30. It'll hit the zone for strike 1. So 3-1 with 2 outs. Holt Williams on second base after his single. That will hit the zone on the inside half. And now a full count to Andy. Second non-league game of the season. He's almost played as many non-league games as he has regular season games, as he hasn't been here too long. Now the 3-2. That'll be fouled off to the left. And it'll stay at 3-2. Good at bat from Cisneros. In his second of the day. Was at Glendale Community College before Moorhead State. And also played for the Ventura County Pirates of the California Collegiate League. Only played 2 games with them. He's always been a good defender, though. As that'll miss low for ball 4. Cisneros reaches for the second time after the second walk of the day from Miller. And that'll bring up Matt Priest back to the top of the order. Priest has a single. Stole a bag, got thrown out at home. And now fly out to center in his second at bat, ready to go for his third as the lineup flips over yet again. Williams on second, Cisneros on first, and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Miller is in the turf for ball 1. Now Priest in his 4th non-league game of the season. He is 7 for 13 so far non-league games in 3 of them. That's a blooper into right field, and making the grab is Henry for out number 3. Andrew Miller finding ways to get out of jams as he's thrown 3 innings of scoreless ball, but the 2 runs that came in back in the second inning are still the difference. As we head to the top of the 5th, Black Bears have a 2-0 lead.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com to be a part of this special event.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Top of the lineup, lead off again for the third inning in 5. They led off the first, they led off the third, and now they are leading off the 5th. Galen, Taguchi, Kovac, the top 3. Lead off yet again. Now here in the top of the 5th, Buchanan's back out there. Ready for a third inning of work after a scoreless first 2. His first pitch is going to hit Galen on the back. That was a clean strike, and Galen will take first on the second hit by pitch of the day for Buchanan. So runner on first after one pitch, and now it'll be Taguchi. Galen, his second time reaching. He hit a single in his last at-bat. Taguchi has reached twice now, as he has a single in the first, and he was hit by a pitch. First time Buchanan hit somebody back in the third inning. Second time the leadoff man is reached for the Nighthawks, as that's a fly ball into right field. Poff doesn't have to move much, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Luke Kovac now ready for his third at-bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Strikeout number 2 of 4 by Cam Fawcett, and a fly out to left back in the third inning. Runner goes, as that's a pop-up foul ground. Holt Williams running after it, but it'll get out of play. And it's 0-1 as Cade Galen will head back to first. A little bit of a hit-and-run situation. Usually the Black Bears do that. Could be learning. Well, there was a guy who we'll talk about in the Ridgefield series. His name is Irvin Dorsett, who was on the Nighthawks for one game before this series and ended up getting picked up by Ridgefield, and now he's playing for them. We'll see him on Monday. Possibly. We'll see. Somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Nighthawks. 1-1 outside, and it's 2-1. Let's take a look. Who is the mystery man in the bullpen? Looks like it's going to be Emerson Dennis in the bullpen. 2-1. Bit high and away, and it's 3-1. Oh, Emerson Dennis pitched against the Black Bears. Now the 3-1 is outside, ball 4. So now 2 walks for Buchanan, 3 overall for the Black Bears. And runners are at first and second with 1 out. I'll bring up Trey Williams, one of the 2 guys from Corbin University. He's been playing pretty well, but is 0 for 2 so far as both runners go. Throw on to second is going to be not in time. It was a good scoop by Orem, though, covering second. Stops it from getting into center field, but both runners take second and third. Well, the Nighthawks didn't steal a base yesterday. And I already have 2 now. And 2 on in scoring position with 1 out. 1-0 pitch will hit the zone for strike one. Well, Trey Williams only played 4 games with Corbin University this season. One. That's a grounder foul, and it's 1-2. Been at Corbin all 3 years. Has played his junior season this season. Last year he played 14 games, only got 5 at-bats though, was mostly a defensive replacement or a pinch runner. Did pitch a little bit, 13 2/3, 11.85 ERA, and then in 2023 he went 4 for 31 in 15 games. 1-2. That is outside for ball 2. Williams went to Hawkinson High School, graduated there in 2022. He was originally from Vancouver, not too far away from here. A lot of these guys are on the Nighthawks are not from too far away. 2-2. And he gets a piece of it, fouls it back to the Bears dugout, and it stays at 2-2. Well, Trey Williams, and one of the older guys on the team. One of the few juniors who were on this Nighthawk squad. A lot of these guys are incoming sophomores playing their freshman year at, let's say, Mount Hood or Clark or Corbin, which is in the case of Kellen Desbians. 2-2. That's a blooper over to short, and making the grab is Cisneros for out number 2. So a little pop-up too short. Neither runner advances, and that is 2 outs. Buchanan trying to get out of this 2-on, 2-out jam now as he'll face off against Nolan Donovan. And Donovan, as mentioned, a freshman. Lane Community College, though, this season. 44 games, though, was a pretty good starter. 254 this season. That'll hit the zone for strike one. Is one of the newer guys for the Nighthawks, playing in his 8th game. Of course not compared to Cade Galen and Ethan Matsuoka, who's on deck, but still a newer guy, as most of these guys have been here all season. 0-1. That is low for ball 1. So 3 walks today for Black Bears pitching, 2 of them coming from Buchanan. One of them coming in this inning to Kovac, who's on second base, with Galen at third after the double steal. 1-1. That one's fouled back, and it's 1-2. Oh, somebody warming up in the bullpen now for the Black Bears. Let's see who that is. Could be Brady Culp at first glance. It's hard to see the bullpen from over here, especially since it's kind of covered from the shaved ice signs now. That's outside for ball 2. I haven't seen the shaved ice dude in a few weeks now. He's mostly been in Ridgefield. But today, for the First Responder Appreciation Night, he decided to come on down to Longview and sell some snow cones. Sounds pretty good, though, with this heat. Might have to go get one. 2-2. That will hit Nolan Donovan, and now 3 hit by pitches for Alex Buchanan. That'll load him up, and now Dan Spencer will make the change. So Buchanan comes out with all 3 runners. His responsibility has still not given up a run yet, but he's getting very close as the new pitcher will come in. See who that is after this. He'll face off against Ethan Matsuoka with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Well, with my limited vision of the bullpen, I was actually correct. It's Brady Culp who's out there for his first outing in non-league play. He's played 6 games for the Black Bears in regular season play, 10.24 ERA, 9 2/3, but had a solid scoreless frame against Walla Walla on Wednesday. No hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeouts.
Which Black Bear player currently in the lineup today hit the second home run here at David Story Field of the year? Which Black Bear player is on the lineup today hit the second home run here at David Story Field of this season? First person to come and tell me that answer will get a free Snowy Shaved Ice.
Hey, can I answer that? Oh, emergency medicine student.
So Brady Culp is going to be going to Arizona Christian next season. Was at Oregon Tech this year, only pitched 2 innings in his senior season. He's going to be a 5th year going to Arizona Christian. Really facing off against Matsuoka. And hopefully that's it, as the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Now ready for the Nighthawks, the designated hitter number 3, Ethan Matsuoka.
So all 3 runners the responsibility of Buchanan, now with Galen on 3rd, Kovac on 2nd, and Donovan on 1st. First pitch is going to hit the zone to Matsuoka, and it's 0-1. Matsuoka still looking for his first hit with the Nighthawks this season, as that almost hits him, and it's 1-1. So top 5, 2 outs. Black Bears have a 2-0 lead. Tying run, though, on second base for the Nighthawks. Now the 1-1 from Culp. That will hit him this time, and now that will bring a run in. Oh, it doesn't seem like anybody can really control the zone today for the Black Bears besides Fawcett. That is now 4 hit by pitches and 3 in this inning between Buchanan and Culp, and it's 2-1. That'll bring up Aaron Henry with 2 outs. Still the bases loaded as that's outside for ball 1. So 3 walks, 4 hit by pitches, but Fawcett struck out 4 in his 2 innings. And the Nighthawks are on the board. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Now Henry and Mount Hood this season hit 190. Struck out 28 times in 34 games. One's a bit high, and it's 2-1. Well, Henry's a redshirt freshman at Mount Hood, went to Salem University last season. Was a redshirt for them. The 2-1 is fouled away, and it's 2-2. Went 3 for 6 against Clackamas back on May the 8th for Mount Hood. Season high, 3 hits, scored 3 times, also season high, and drove in 5. Hit his second of 2 home runs. Way outside, and it's 3-2 with 2 outs, so everybody's going to be running. So everybody going, bases loaded, 3-2. That will miss ball 4. So Culp walks in a run after hitting somebody by a pitch, which brings in a run. So 2 have scored. Both of those will be earned runs by Buchanan, and we're tied up at 2. Now to be Solom. Bit high for ball 1. So 3 hit by pitches now, and 2 walks have brought 2 runs in. And they really haven't needed to swing the bat at all. That's outside for ball 2. The only time they've swung the bat has given them 2 outs. Every other time they just keep looking at pitches, they keep hitting them, and they keep walking them. So why swing the bat at all at this point? 2-0. That will miss ball 3. Well, Nighthawks are 1 ball away from taking the lead here in the 5th. Now the 3-0. That'll hit the zone for strike 1. Well, Solom thought it was ball 4, and I don't blame him considering how the strike zone's been today. Well, now a 3-1. Bases are still loaded with 2 outs. And another one hits the zone for strike 2. So another 3-2 count, bases loaded. Everybody will get a head start yet again. Now the 3-2. That is ball 4, and a run will score. The Nighthawks have taken a 3-2 lead. So that is now 5 walks on the day, and 3 of them in this inning, 4 hit by pitches, 3 of them in this inning, and 3 runs, 3 in this inning for the Nighthawks against Black Bears pitching in this bullpen game. It started off so well with the Cam Fawcett 2 scoreless. Now the first pitch to Desbians is swung on and missed. It'll be a foul tip, and it's 0-1. Well, the Black Bears now having to come back from down 1 after a bit of an implosion on the pitching side. 0-1. That is into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes another run, and it's 5-2 Nighthawks. 2-run single for Kellen Desbians. And the Nighthawks have a 3-run lead.
Nighthawks are back to the top of the lineup with center fielder number 26, Cade Galen.
Now Cade Galen is back up to bat. The Nighthawks have batted around here in the top of the 5th inning. They've done what the Black Bears have done, and they've scored 5 in the 5th. Black Bears have done that twice in the regular season, as the first pitch will miss for ball 1. So Buchanan now 3 earned, Culp now 2 earned. As the Nighthawks have put up a 5 spot here in the 5th. Now the 1-0 is fouled back, and it's 1-1. Well, Galen led off the inning with a hit by pitch, the first of the eventual 3 in this inning. 3 walks, and that was the first hit of the inning for the Nighthawks. That 2-run single by Desbians. One will hit the zone, and it's 1-2. Well, Black Bears have to come back from down 3 now, as the Nighthawks are looking for their first win of the season. Now the 1-2. Foul tip off of Holt, and it gets back to the screen, still 1-2. So Galen ended up scoring after his hit by pitch earlier in this inning. Now the 1-2. Grounder past the dive at first, and that's a fair ball. That's going to get all the way over to the wall. 1 run comes in. Desbian's rounding third. He will score. Heading to third is Galen. The Nighthawks have taken a 7-2 lead here in the 5th on a 2 RBI triple from Cade Galen. Seven runs in this 5th inning, and the Nighthawks are now sort of blowing it open here in the 5th inning. Now Rylan Taguchi up for the 2nd time. He was the first out in the inning. Flew out to Poff in right field. That was the first time he hadn't reached, but now 6 straight batters have reached against Buchanan and Culp. That'll miss low for ball 1. Well, the Nighthawks won 2 games last season, and both of those were only by 2 runs. They're up 5 now today. As that's low for ball 2. Taguchi does have a single, though, and a hit by pitch, the first of 4, as that's low for ball 3. Kovac on deck. He walked in his first at-bat in this inning. Since then, 7 runs have scored. 3-1. Is going to hit the zone for strike 2, and it's going to be another full count. Runner on third. They could get an 8th here. Galen, his triple that brought in 2 runs. Second hit, his first extra base hit of the day, as that will miss for ball 4. Feels like he just called that a strike 1 pitch ago, but either way, that's now 6 walks for the Black Bears pitching staff. And there's runners at the corners with 2 outs. 7 runs already in. First pitch. Swung on and missed by Kovac. Well, now Trey Williams, who's on deck, who probably had the best game offensively yesterday, is now the only guy that hasn't reached today for the Nighthawks. After the 7-run inning, and now it's 0-2 to Kovac. Now the 0-2. Off the end of the bat, gets a piece of it, and it'll stay at 0-2. So Kovac was part of a double steal, which Galen took third, and Kovac took second. Both of them ended up coming in. The first 2 runs, little did they know, 5 more would come in to score. Now the 0-2. That's a blooper over to second base, but Orem will run it down for out number 3. 7 runs come in for the Nighthawks as 4 walks and 3 hit by pitches, as well as a 2 RBI single and a 2 RBI triple have the Nighthawks up 7-2 halfway home here at David Story Field.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, the voice of summer. And I'm here to talk to you about the Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes by Fiber Federal Credit Union. It's good, clean fun in the sun where some lucky member could win bigger than a giant wave off Maui. So roll out the blanket, put some surf tunes on, and use your Fiber debit card to catch your share of our $9,000 plus prize wave. Every time you use your Fiber debit card for a purchase of $5 or more, you'll be entered into our Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes. Like the sea, you know, with water and swimsuits. 3 Fiber family members each week will win $100, and 1 member will win the $5,000 grand prize October 1st. Whew, I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all the cha-chaing I can do with that moolah. Visit fibercu.com/sweepstakes for the official rules, and cowabunga if you must. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Odds of winning depend on number of entries received. No purchase necessary to win. Federally insured by NCUA.
Well, Andrew Miller waited a very long time in the dugout, but he left the bottom of the 4th with a 2-run deficit, is now back up and warming, now with the Nighthawks up 5. 7 runs on only 2 hits. After the pitching imploded. Nothing really else no other word to say. No other word to call it. They imploded in the top of the 5th, and now the Bears are going to have to come back from down 5, which is doable considering the Nighthawks have given up 10 runs in 10 of their 13 games, but they're going to have to act quickly here in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Liam Barrett, Jeremiah Crane, Gavin Poffenroth to lead off. We saw somebody warming up in the bullpen in Emerson Dennis, but is not out here to start the inning. First pitch to Barrett is high for ball 1. One-0. Grounder foul down the first base line. And it's 1-1. Barrett has 2 hits on the day, a single and a double in his first 2 at-bats. One. That one's high for ball 2. Well, Barrett went 0 for 3 yesterday, but he also reached on a couple errors. The Nighthawks only have 1 error so far today after having 7 yesterday. With Crane on deck, he's 0 for 2 on the day. Black Bears need something to go their way, as that will hit the zone for strike 2. Two. Hide away, and it's a full count, 3-2. Barrett, the 19-year-old from Mountain View, California, in the Bay Area. 3-2 will miss inside, and Liam Barrett will take first base on the walk. Third time Liam's reached today. 2 hits and now a walk, the 3rd walk of the day for Miller, as Rocco Ferrari, head coach for the Nighthawks, will come out and give the ball to Miller. But for now, Miller is in line for the victory, as Emerson Dennis will come out and look to get some scoreless frames here against this Cowlitz offense with Jeremiah Crane on deck. Emerson Dennis versus Crane with Barrett on first. The Nighthawks up 5.
know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
New pitcher for the Nighthawks, number 33, Emerson Dennis.
So Emerson Dennis, the new pitcher for the Nighthawks. Another guy from Linfield, another junior. So he will join Williams as the two juniors, or they who played their junior years this season. And they're just going for an all Linfield pitching staff today, as Dennis did play in 4 games with Linfield this season, 3 1/3. Pitched 2 1/3 against Bushnell on March the 11th. And pitched 1 2/3 against Lewis and Clark on April the 9th. Versus Whitworth, he didn't give up an out, but gave up 3 earned. And on April the 16th, gave up 3 against Willamette in an inning. Overall, a 24.3 ERA, but of course it's a little boosted because of the short sample size. So far, only in his 4th game this season. This is his first time, the first time he's gone out of the bullpen. His last 3 games were starts. He got the start against Cowlitz back on the 5th of June. Through 4 innings, gave up 3 earned, 5 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and then pitched 4 1/3 against Yakima, gave up 7. And then in 1 2/3 against Walla Walla on the 29th, he gave up 12 earned runs. So at a 19.8 ERA. As it'll be JC Jeremiah Crane, he's 0 for 2 today, has Liam Barrett on first. And nobody out. He'll be the first guy to face Dennis. That'll get past Taguchi, and taking second easily is Liam Barrett. So 1-0 to Crane, now is a runner in scoring position. Crane grounded into a fielder's choice, ended up reaching in the first and flew out to right field in the third. It advanced Liam Barrett to third on the fly ball, but he didn't end up coming around. 1-0. That is up the middle and through for a base hit. Stopping at third is Liam Barrett, and Jeremiah Crane has a base hit. Now first and third with nobody out for Gavin Poffenroth. So Corvallis and Walla Walla already finished. They apparently started quite early at around 4:45. It's a bit weird for a Saturday game, but Corvallis ended up winning that one 10-3 and have taken the series against the Sweets. Corvallis is just crazy, man. They are 12-1 in their last 13 games. Outside for ball 1 to Poff, who is 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play and popped out to Williams at first in his 2 at-bats. 1-0 will get past Taguchi, and Liam Barrett will come in to score. A wild pitch leads Liam Barrett to score. Crane heads to second, and it's 7-3. Nobody up in the Black Bears bullpen. Hey, 2-0 now to Poff. Grounder down the third base line, but foul. And it's 2-1. So Miller is responsible for that run, scoring in Barrett, but overall finishes with 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts. Very solid outing for Miller, and he left with the Nighthawks up 5, now up 4 after the run comes in. 2-1. Curveball hits the zone for strike 2. Well, Emerson Dennis, this was his first time playing on the actual Linfield team. He was on the JV team for Linfield in 2024 and 2023. Two. That is going to hit the zone for strike 3 on the inside corner. Poffenroth goes down looking on the fastball. First strikeout of the day for not only Dennis, but Nighthawks pitching in general today. That'll bring up Jarrett Sable. Black Bears a rare Sunday off day. I think it's their only Sunday off day tomorrow. As the first pitch will hit the zone. Right down the middle for strike 1 on the fastball. Sable has a base hit, came around to score in the second inning, and has a ground out to second in the third. So Crane on second now with 1 out. And the 0-1. Another one hits the zone. And it's 0-2. And Dennis now 11 strikeouts on the season. He struck out 4 against Walla Walla on the 29th, but did give up 12 runs. That's an 0-2 record so far today for this season. 0-2. Gets a piece of it. Sable as he fouls one back to the netting above the Nighthawks dugout. And it'll stay at 0-2. Bottom 5, 7-3. The Nighthawks lead it. Black Bears are basically going to have to be perfect on the pitching side if they want to have a chance at coming back here. 0-2. Curveball misses a bit high, and it's 1-2. Sable the DH today. Bigby on deck. 3 lefties in the lineup. Sable, Bigby, and Barrett. Couple lefties, Serrano, Hardy, and Meissner all on the bench today. 1-2. Another foul ball as Sable's putting up a good fight here. I do like how Sable's orange gear matches pretty well with the black jersey. He's got the shin guard and the sleeve on the right arm. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Emerson Dennis. So he gets Poffenroth looking and Sable swinging. And that's the second out. That'll bring up Paxton Bigby. 0 for 2, a ground out to second. Reached on an error at second by Solam in the 4th inning. Advanced to third, but didn't end up coming around to score. First pitch curveball will miss for strike 1, or for ball 1. Dennis is from Happy Valley, Oregon, which is a bit of a Portland suburb, so not too far, about an hour away from here. Went to Central Catholic High School, graduated there in 2022. 1-0 will hit the zone, and it's 1-1. The Black Bears now tied for second place in the second half. Tied with the Portland Pickles, with the Corvallis Knights now at 6-1 until they won today, and now they're 7-1. And Black Bears need to win the second half in order to have a chance at the playoffs. 2-1. Grounder over to first. Williams will scoop it up, toss to Emerson Dennis, and that's out number 3. So run does come in, but the Black Bears still find themselves down 4. 7-3 heading to the 6th inning.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, since we were talking about Corvallis, let's take a look at some of the other scores in the West Coast League. The Bend Elks are up on the Pippin 6-3 in the top of the sixth. The Kamloops North Paws and Bellingham Bells are tied up at 2 in the fourth. Top six between Kelowna and Victoria. Kelowna's up 6-1. The Wenatchee Apple Sox are up 3-1 on the Nanaimo Night Owls. Riverhawks are beating the Lefties by 4, 5-1 in the seventh. Springfield is up on the Berries at the Hamlin Sports Complex, 4-2 in the seventh, and the Pickles are up 4-2 against the Raptors in the third. First pitch from Culp to Trey Williams is outside for ball one. Now the 1-0 pitch. That'll hit the zone on the outside corner for strike one. Well, Williams is 0 for 3. Let's mention the only guy in the starting lineup that hasn't reached yet today. 1-1 off the end of the bat, scooped up by Crane as he'll throw on to first in time for out number one. So first man retired in the sixth inning as that'll bring up Nolan Donovan. Donovan was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, ended up scoring one of the 7 runs. Matter of fact, the only 2 guys that didn't score in the fifth inning was Rylan Taguchi and Trey Williams. High for ball one on the fastball. Well, let's take a look at the overall standings. Portland's still on top, 26-6. If their score holds, it'll be 27-6. Corvallis already won, so they're now up to 24-11. They're actually catching up to Portland after they started off 18-2, which, yeah, pretty self-explanatory how crazy that is. 2-0 is low for ball 3. Already 6 walks on the day for Black Bears pitching. 3 of them coming from Culp. 2 from Buchanan, 1 from Fawcett. Now the 3-0. That'll hit the zone for strike one. Walla Walla with their loss are now 18-17, which is tied with Bend. But they won't be tied for much longer considering Bend still has a game to play. 3-1. Fly ball into foul ground, heading off to the left side. And it'll get out of play for strike two. Marion kind of hovering at 500, was 18-18, lost today. And I guess they're losing, or lost yesterday, they're losing today as well. But they played a very good series against Portland at home at Chemeketa. The Black Bears will be heading to Chemeketa in a couple weeks. 3-2 fouled off yet again. Springfield with their win, if their score holds today, will be 16-19 on the year. Ridgefield 14-23. They're down on the Pickles. They have a very tough second half schedule in which they play Portland 6 times. They play Walla Walla for a 3-gamer and Corvallis. So they really got messed up with their second half schedule. 3-2 is high and away for ball 4. That is 7 walks for the Black Bears with 4 hit by pitches. 11 free bags for Black Bear pitching, and now a runner on first, it'll be Matsuoka. Matsuoka makes up 2 of those free bags. Walked in the second, was the only walk for Fawcett. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Got hit by a pitch in the 5th and, well, scored. Who didn't score in the 5th inning, honestly? Donovan on first as that pitch will hit him on the helmet. And for the second straight time, Matsuoka is hit by a pitch. That one probably rattled him a little bit considering it was so close to his face. But he is okay. Good thing we got helmets here in the West Coast League. As Matsuoka will reach, taking second is Nolan Donovan. That'll bring up Aaron Henry. Strikeout looking and 2 walks so far for Henry. Only 0 for 1, but has reached twice. Has 2 on with 1 out. As that'll miss. High and away for ball 1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. So for the people counting at home, 7 walks, 5 hit by pitches now. A collapse of epic proportions. That's low for ball 2. Seven runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Nighthawks. That's swung on and missed for strike 2. Maurice Solam on deck. He's reached in all 3 of his at-bats. And the 2-2 with 2 on. And 1 out. Is inside, 3-2. Walk would load the bases. With 1 out for Solam, who's already got a hit on the day. Would be the 3rd walk of the day for Henry. 3-2. Way outside as that's ball 4 and Henry will take first. That'll load him up as Henry takes a walk for the 3rd straight time. And the bases are loaded with 1 out. Solam is 1 for 2. Has a walk. Scored in the 5th and hit a single in the 2nd. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. No room for error here. First pitch is a ball. Still nobody warming up in the bullpen for either side. Well, Dennis just got into the game. That'll miss for ball 2. Sun creeping out behind the clouds here at David Story Field. Nice little backdrop for this game 2. 2-0 pitch. Fouled away, and it's 2-1. Wonder how many people have been bidding on the jerseys today. Very nice jerseys, but we haven't been playing well in them. Maybe it's good we're only wearing them once. 2-1. Grounder over to Orem. He'll toss to second for 1, on to first for 2. Hope gets out of it somehow and remains at 7 runs, but the Black Bears offense is going to have to do something as time is closing in. 7-3, the Nighthawks have the lead.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Saturday, July 26th, mark your calendar for a special giveaway presented by the Autumn Corporation. First 100 fans aged 21 and older through the gate.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Black Bear Baseball by recognizing you, the fans. We're giving away prizes every evening thanks to our amazing community partners. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Well, both of these teams are going to end up playing Ridgefield in their next game, one after the other. Black Bears, of course, play Ridgefield, 14th and the 17th, but then the Nighthawks play Ridgefield. Both of those series will be at the Rourke. They play the 18th and the 19th before the Raptors actually come back to David Story Field and play the Black Bears in a 3-gamer. Meanwhile, with the Nighthawks playing the Raptors, the Black Bears will be in Bend playing the Bend Elks in a 3-game series, and they're going to be the team that the Black Bears play 9 times this season. We're going to Bend twice. Should be an experience. Hopefully Bend's good, because if not, that second trip it might be a bit of a disaster. I've heard it's a very nice place, though, so shout out to you, Bend. What do you call it? What do you call the people of Bend? Bendians? The Bendish? I'm going to call them the Bendish. First pitch from Dennis is low to Holt Williams, who leads it off. It'll be Holt, Orm, and Cisneros. Bottom 3 in the order. Black Bears have to get something on the board here in order to keep this game close. That's a foul tip, and it's 1-1. If you're from Bend, let me know what you call your people, just so I can be non-discriminatory when we go to Bend. Fastball is up and in. Holt has to lean back on it, as it will miss for ball 2. By the way, for everybody watching here on YouTube, we have audio live streams of all the road games in Ridgefield and Bend. So make sure to tune into those. No video, but you could always mute the video and listen to me. Thoughts? I think it's a good idea. But that's also because I'm myself. 3-1 now to Holt Williams. 1 for 2 on the day. Has a single in his last at-bat in the 4th. 3-1. Another one high and in, as that's ball 4. Holt Williams will take first on a very scary walk. Luckily, he didn't get hit, but he definitely got close a couple times. That's 4 walks now for the Nighthawks pitching staff. Dennis has 2, and Miller had 2 in his start. And it will bring up Braden Oram with a man on first and nobody out. That'll hit the zone for strike 1. And now the 0-1. That'll hit the zone for strike 2. Well, Orem 0 for 5 yesterday, 0 for 1 today. Walked, came around to score one of the 3 Black Bears runs. 0-2. That'll miss low, and it's 1-2. Oh, Wolf hasn't really attempted a stolen base yet this season. 6'4", so not the fastest guy in the world. And he has to go back to dive to first on that throw. Gets back safely, though, and it's going to be another 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's ripped past the dive of Donovan into left field. Williams advances to second, a single for Braden Orem. And now 2 on with nobody out. It'll bring up Andy Cisneros, who's reached twice today. RBI double back in the second inning, a walk in the fourth. That's 2 on. Black Bears, pretty crucial if they get these 2 runs in, I would say. Outside on the fastball, and it's 1-0. Matt Priest, top of the lineup on deck. Went from warm to chilly fairly quickly, as that'll get past Taguchi, and both runners will advance. And one in the turf got past as Cisneros showed bunt, but pulled it back in time for ball 2. Now runners at second and third with nobody out. Those runs scored, it would be 7-5 here in the bottom of the 6th as the Black Bears claw their way back. 2-0. Ripped past the dive of Donovan at third. That's going to get into left field. 1 run comes in. Orem's going to try and test the arm, and it's in time. Throw on a hop as Orem didn't slide. Now taking second is Cisneros. It's still an RBI single as a run comes in. Let's take a look at the replay on this one. Looks like he might have gotten him on the bottom. Kind of hard to tell, though. Either way, it can't be reversed, and it's going to be Matt Priest as Orem was thrown out at home. That's the first out. It's 7-4, though, as Holt Williams ended up scoring. Runner on second and Cisneros with 1 out. First pitch misses for ball 1. Priest has a single and 2 flyouts so far today. He also got thrown out at home, but on a little bit of an easier play on a ground out to Nolan Donovan at third. That was a good throw by Desbians out in left field on a hop. 1-0 is down the middle for strike 1. Priest 7 for 13 in 3 games before today. Now at a 8 for 15, so still hitting over 500 in these non-league games. He's played pretty much every one. Cisneros had a big lead, and he'll take third without a throw. He was basically halfway to third by the time the pitch was thrown. He was able to streak in easily, and now he's on third. Anything in the outfield could bring in that 5th run for the Bears. 2-1 now to Priest. Grounder over to short. That'll score. Cisneros throw on to first. Good pick over there at first by Trey Williams. Run does come in, though. An RBI ground out for Priest, and it's 7-5. Slowly clawing their way back. Now only down 2. Liam Barrett has reached in all 3 of his at-bats. single double and a walk, ended up scoring the one run that scored in the 5th inning. Voice just died there for a second. Curveball hit the zone, and it's 0-1. Well, Barrett having a good day offensively. The 0-1. Outside is called ball 1. On the fastball, Taguchi was kind of crouching outside there, but a little bit too far to get the call. 1-1. Way high and away on the curveball, and it's 2-1. So Dennis has now given up 2 earned so far in 1 1/3 innings. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Dennis did strike out Poff and Sable back-to-back last inning in the 5th. That's the only 2 strikeouts of the day for Nighthawks pitching. Two. Bit low, and the count is full at 3-2. Well, Barrett's really good at taking walks. Walked in his last at-bat. He has the season high for walks in a game with 4. Big fan of just taking the free base. 3-2. And he'll do it again. Another walk for Liam Barrett, his 2nd of the day, and overall 5 for the Nighthawks pitching staff. 3 for Dennis, and that'll bring up Jeremiah Crane. Well, Crane is 1 for 3. He got his first hit of the day in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. And with 2 runs already in here in the 6th, and now Barrett on first. He'll try and get his first RBI in non-league play, as that'll miss for ball 1. Well, the bulk of the lineup, the 3, 4, 5 guys, Crane, Poff, Roth, and Sable, have combined to go 2 for 9 so far today. That's into the gap in right center field. That's going to drop. It's going to get cut off, though, by Henry. Taking third is Liam Barrett, and it's another single for Crane. Was taking a big lead off of first for a bit, as no one was covering, but heads back. So Crane now 2 for 4 on the day. That'll bring up Poff. Runners at the corners, tying run on first now in Crane with 2 outs. First pitch from Dennis. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Boffenroth grounded into a double play in the 1st. Popped out to Williams at 1st and the 3rd and struck out looking against Dennis in his first at-bat against him. 0-1. Fly ball into right field. Henry is ranging to his left, and he will make the running grab for out number 3. So the Black Bears score 2, but they still have some work to do as we head to the 7th inning. Nighthawks have a 7-5 lead.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
he got released the next day. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure the way he just collapsed. I don't hear what I hear.
Playing off the 7th for the Nighthawks. Left fielder number 1, Kellen Desbians.
Desbians leads off. Desbians, Galen, and then Taguchi here in the 7th. Brady Culp is back out there for another inning. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, Culp has 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, and no strikeouts. Fouled off, and quickly down 0-2 is Desbians, who is 1 for 3 on the day as a grounder to first, a grounder to short, and a 2-run single, which made it a 7-2 game, or 5-2 game. The Galen triple made it 7-2. So that's high for ball 1. Galen on deck. As mentioned, had that 2-run triple. 7-2, now 7-5. Inside pitch is called ball 2. And it's 2-2. 2-2 is blooped into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Offenroth tried to do a quick throw over to first, but not in time as Desbians has his second hit of the day. Seen a lot of bloopers for the Nighthawks hitting. And Cade Galen, on the other hand, his hit was just straight down the line. His speed was able to get him into third, but now as a man on first with nobody out. Already 2 runs driven in today, 2 for 3. First pitch from Culp, bit high for ball 1. Well, the Black Bears had the bases loaded with 1 out in the last inning and was able to get Solon to ground into a crucial double play in order to stay in this one. Foul tipped into the glove of Holt Williams, and it's 1-1. Galen has now had an at-bat in each of the last 3 innings. Will be the same with everybody who comes up next after Galen. Throw on a first, bit high, but a good jumping grab from Bigby. Desbians back safely. Now the 1-1. Popped up, foul ground. Holt Williams, a bit of a late start, and it'll drop in front of him in foul ground. Now 1-2 against Galen. Crane was giving it a run, but it didn't seem like he had a chance at grabbing it. Galen also 19 from Camas. A lot of guys from Camas, including Holt Williams. 1-2. Popped up again in foul ground, and Holt Williams had a good reaction to it, but it'll get out of play. Another 1-2 here with Desbians on first. Not too big of a lead, getting covered over there by Bigby. 1-2. Grounder down the first base line, foul. It'll stay at 1-2. Galen putting up a good fight here on the top of the order in his 5th at-bat. Runner's now up for the 5th time. Crazy. Runner goes. 1-2. Throw on to second from Holt is not in time. Desbian steals second base. It's called ball 1. Or sorry, ball 2. And now runner in scoring position with nobody out. Now Desbian's on second, 2-2. Grounder over to first. It'll be bobbled by Paxton Bigby, and everybody's safe. Now runners at the corners with nobody out for Rylan Taguchi. As it'll be a infield single for Galen. He's now 3 for 4 on the day. Taguchi again batting from the left side. Was from the right a little bit when Buchanan was in the game. And he swings and misses at strike one. So the Nighthawks threatening yet again here against Culp, another guy warming up in the bullpen now. Dropped by Williams, but not too far as it's 1-1. Taguchi is 1 for 2 on the day, has a single, hit by a pitch, and a walk. 2 hits now have the Nighthawks at 7 as bunt is showed, and it's called strike 2. So 8 walks on the day for Black Bears pitching, 5 hit by pitches. 1-2. Out off, and it stays at 1-2. Sun's starting to set here. Doesn't seem like we'll beat the Sun today. Bit unfortunate, but that's what happens when you give up 7 runs in an inning. You're not likely to beat the Sun. 1-2. That'll miss. It's been called a strike before. Multiple times. And now ball 2. 2-2. That's high and away. Ball 3. 1 ball away from walking the bases loaded with nobody out. Now the payoff pitch. That is ball 4. That is now 9 walks on the day for Black Bears pitching, as it'll load the bases up with nobody out. Dan Spencer will finally make the change. Feels like it's been a couple innings too late, but he comes out there to make the change, as we'll see a new pitcher, bases loaded, nobody out. In the top of the 7th, all 3 runners the responsibility of Culp. As I will admit, he did get squeezed a little bit, but did end up walking 7, including 1 which loaded the bases here. We'll see a new pitcher with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Hey there, everyone. It's me, the voice of summer. And I'm here to talk to you about the Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes by Fiber Federal Credit Union. It's good, clean fun in the sun where some lucky member could win bigger than a giant wave off Maui. So roll out the blanket, put some surf tunes on, and use your Fiber debit card to catch your share of our $9,000 plus prize wave. Every time you use your Fiber debit card for a purchase of $5 or more, you'll be entered into our Seize the Debit Summer Sweepstakes. Like the sea, you know, with water and swimsuits. 3 Fiber family members each week will win $100, and 1 member will win the $5,000 grand prize October 1st. Whew, I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all the cha-chaing I can do with that moolah. Visit fibercu.com/sweepstakes for the official rules, and cowabunga if you must. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Odds of winning depend on number of entries received. No purchase necessary to win. Federally insured by NCUA.
Well, the jokes write themselves. The new pitcher in the game is Wesley Strand, as he'll try to strand these 3 runners out with the bases loaded and nobody out. All 3 the responsibility of Culp, as he's already given up 4 earned runs and 1 1/3. Has walked 6. Didn't strike anybody out. Leslie Strand, a teammate of Alex Buchanan at Ottawa, Kansas. Played his senior season there in 2025, has another year of eligibility, so will be a 5th year next season. Now pitching in his Black Bears debut, and in a very threatening spot with the bases loaded and nobody out. Strand was with Ottawa, only played 1 game this season for the Ottawa Braves, and it was a February 25th game against Missouri Valley. Pitched 2/3 of an inning. Didn't give up a run, nor a hit, nor a walk, nor a strikeout. So he technically finished the season with a 0 ERA. Was with Northeastern State yesterday, last season. Oh, this game is killing me. 15.75 ERA in 8 innings. And played his first 2 seasons at Labette in 2022 and 2023. Only the 4th pitcher of the day for the Black Bears, as Strand will try to strand him here in the top of the 7th. Black Bears pretty much need to not give up a run, maybe 1, but otherwise. First pitch from Strand, that's a good sign. Popped up on the infield. Braden Oram will make the grab for out number 1. Well, good start. Didn't advance anybody, gets the first out. I feel like there's guys that have pretty unfortunate last names for a reliever, as in, this dude, Blewett is the last name. There's a dude named Blewett in the MLB. Pretty bad last name if you're a reliever. If you're a guy like Strand, that's not terrible. I think it matches pretty well, especially if he gets the job done. Doesn't get too far past Holt Williams, and no advance at 3rd from Desbians. So Desbians is on 3rd, Galen is on 2nd, and Taguchi is on 1st. 1 out now after the fly out to Orem at 2nd. That's the 2nd fly out to Orem that Kovac has had in his last 2 at-bats. There's a chance here. Keep the run total at 7. 1-1. Will miss outside for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Well, Strand from Bixby, Oklahoma. Where is Bixby, you may ask? Let's find out. Let's find out together. Bixby, Oklahoma is just south of Tulsa. 2-2 is in the turf, and it's 3-2. Population of around 30,000, so it's kind of around the same size city as Longview. But it's a little bit closer to a major city in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Went to Bixby High School. A 3-2. Fly ball on the infield as Braden Oram. Infield fly rule in effect, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. 1 out away is Strand. It's now Nolan Donovan. First 2 outs have been given. Both of them flyouts to Orem at 2nd. Strand needs to get this out number 3, though. First pitch hits the zone for strike 1. Strand has done a good job at throwing strikes so far, which you wouldn't think would be a compliment, but considering the amount of walks and hit by pitches we've had today, good job, Wes. Oh, 1. That'll miss inside. That looked like the exact same spot as the first one. But alas, it's 1-1. Foul tipped into the glove of Holt Williams, and it's 1-2. One strike away from getting out of this jam. Could be a big momentum shifter here for the Black Bears, trying to get their offense going. Did score 2 runs in the last frame. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. It's in the name. Wesley Strand leaves them stranded. And it's a scoreless frame. It's time to stretch here at David Story Field. 7-5, the Black Bears are down 2.
You know what it takes to be successful when you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do. Bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
So the Black Bears have allowed, let's see, 6 guys to reach in the last 2 innings, and have somehow not allowed any of them to score after the 7-run massacre that was the 5th inning. But now 7-5, as it'll be Jarrett Sable to lead it off. It'll be Sable, Bigby, and Holt Williams, the top 3 here in the bottom of the 7th. We got a new pitcher for the Nighthawks as well. Mason Wright, otherwise known as Rocco, will head in to pitch this one. Interesting that his nickname is Rocco, and so is the head coach, Rocco Ferrari. What other teams have had 2 Roccos? Seems just like an interesting, just an interesting little tidbit. We're a big fan of tidbits around here. Jarrett Sable leads it off. He has a single in the second, came around to score, and otherwise 2 groundouts and a strikeout swinging. Well, Emerson Dennis is finishing his outing. 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. So did a lot of things twice in his outing, except for hits. Now 0-1 from Wright to Sable. Fouls away, and it's 0-2. So the Black Bears have 9 outs to work with to try and score 2 and at least tie the game up at 7. A very high curveball, and it's 1-2. Well, Mason Wright from Ridgefield, just down the street, went to Ridgefield High School and played for Clark College in Vancouver his freshman year this season. That'll miss outside for ball 2. Well, Wright actually pitched in the first Columbia River Cup Series game back on May the 29th. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs. That was his only game he played, though. That's driven into deep right field as Henry is not able to grab it. Jarrett Sable is rounding second as he'll get in there with a double. Good start here in the 7th. Jarrett Sable will lead off double, and he's into second with nobody out. Paxton Bigby ready to go here for his 4th at-bat. Sable on second after a nice rocket double. That one hopped off the fence in right field. Henry looked like he might have lost his footing out there in right field, trying to go for it, but otherwise, Black Bears need to get some runs on the board here in the 7th, and a good start so far. Bigby, first pitch, fouled away. It'll hit into foul ground, but it'll get out of play. And it's 0-1. Bigby 0 for 3, 2 ground outs, and reached on an error in the 4th. Advanced to 3rd, but didn't come around to score. Black Bears have 11 hits, but are still down 2. Out hitting the Nighthawks by 4. 0-1 a bit low, and it's 1-1. Oh, right, this is his 4th game. He started the other 3. So like Dennis, this is his first time out of the bullpen this season. Fly ball as Bigby gets under it. On the infield, Kovac will make the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up Holt Williams. He's reached twice, has a single in the 4th. Walked in the 6th, came around to score. Oh, right, pitched 13 innings for Clark this season, 4.85 ERA. Coming out of their bullpen his freshman year. The curveball misses low for ball 1. Williams with Orem on deck. Sable still on second after the fly out to Kovac at short. And that's another pop-up, foul ground. Taguchi makes a run at it, but it will get out of play. So now 1-1 with 1 out. Sable getting covered at second by Solom. Solom has committed the only error of the game. It's a fly ball, this time in fair ground as another guy gets under it. And Williams makes the grab for out number 2. So 2 straight flyouts to the infield since the Sable double. It was off to a good start, and now we'll see what Orem can do with 2 outs. Sable's still over there at second base, trying his very best to at least advance to 3rd, but first pitch will hit the zone for strike 1. Sable had a big lead off of second on that one. Orem is 1 for 2 on the day, has a single. Got thrown out at home after the RBI single from Cisneros. Ripped down the line, but it's foul for strike 2. Orem walked in the 2nd, scored the 2nd run of the day for the Bears, gave them a 2-0 lead. A lot has happened since then. 0-2. Swung on and missed on the curveball for strike 3. So the leadoff double leads to nothing as the Black Bears, 3 straight are retired by right. As we head to the 8th, 7-5, Nighthawks have the lead.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
So the Bend Elks are looking like they're going to beat the Pippins. They're 10-3 in the 8th. The Bells ended up taking a nice 5-run cushion on the North Paws, 11-6. Kelowna's up 9-7 in the bottom of the 8th on Victoria. Wenatchee has a solid 7-run lead in the 8th against the Night Owls. Riverhawks beat the Lefties 5-1. Berries are now up on the Springfield Drifters. It was 4-2, and now it's 5-4 in the 7th. And the Pickles are up 6-4 on the Raptors in the top of the 6th. Meanwhile, here Wesley Strand is back out there, and he doesn't have runners to Strand this time. Hopefully he doesn't give up a runner at all, actually, in this 8th inning. It'll be Matsuoka, Henry, and Solom, the top 3. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Matsuoka has gotten 3 free bases, walk and 2 hit by pitches, and then flew out to center in the 4th. 1-0 swung on and missed for strike 1. So if the Bend Elks win, they are 19-17 on the year. The Pippins are dropping to 9-26. That'll hit the zone for strike 2. Good, big congrats though to Harmon Johnson for getting selected to do some media for the All-Star game in Bellingham next week. 1-2. That's in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Both Bend and Yakima come to David Story Field. At some point in the next couple weeks, I know the first 3 games of August will be Yakima. And Bend will be here. We're going to see Bend so much in the next month or so. And that's inside for ball 3. Black Bears have walked 8 guys today. 8, 9? I've lost count. 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wes Strand. So he got Donovan swinging to end the 7th. Now gets Matsuoka to start the 8th. And that's the first out. That'll bring up Aaron Henry. Struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Since then has walked 3 times. First pitch from Strand. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grounder over to first and under the glove of Paxton Bigby. It'll roll all the way to the wall. Aaron Henry heads into second base with a double. Oh, Aaron Henry in scoring position. That's his first hit of the game, and he's into scoring position. First time in scoring position since he scored in that 7-run 5th inning. That'll be Solom now, who shows bunt and is forced to pull it back after he has to get out of the way of the fastball inside. One-0 is low and away for ball 2. So Strand played his most games at Labette in 2023. 42 innings pitched at a 7.93 ERA. Actually had the school record in appearances with 27 out of the bullpen. As that'll hit the zone for strike 1. Also led the conference. So Labette College is in Parsons, Kansas. We're going to do this again. Where is Parsons, Kansas, you may ask? Well, it is a little bit east of Wichita. a little bit north of Tulsa, a little bit west of Joplin, a little bit south of Kansas City. Hopefully that helps. Clouds are a very nice color right now with the sun setting. 2-2 in the turf. A good block by Holt Williams. Stops Henry from advancing, and it's 3-2. Also was at Northeastern State. You already know what we're going to do. Northeastern State, Tahlequah, Oklahoma. First, the 3-2. Fouled off. We have time. Tahlequah is east of Tulsa. Yeah, east of Tulsa, that's pretty much it. So he's been staying pretty close to home, except for here. Well, I'm sure Alex Buchanan was able to convince him to head over here. 3-2. Grounder off the glove over to Orem as he'll throw to first. 1-4-3 ground out. It'll advance Henry to third, but could have been a single up the middle if it weren't for Strand getting his glove out there. Two outs, and now it'll be Kellen Desbians. Yeah, the sun is setting, which a bit hard to see, but beautiful mixture of oranges and reds and purples and blues, and yeah, it's just a rainbow out there. Grounder up the middle again off the glove of Strand. He'll try and recover, throwing to first in time. Great play by Wesley Strand as he gets another one stranded on third. Two scoreless. Great Black Bears debut for Wes Strand as we head to the bottom of the eighth. Nighthawks still have a 7-5 lead.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
The new pitcher for the Nighthawks is going to be Quentin Thyler. Quentin Thyler is in the midst of a gap year in 2025. Went to LeGrand High School, but is going to be going to Mount Hood in the fall. So he's going to be teammates with some of his teammates already right now with the Northwest Star Nighthawks. He'll be facing off against the bottom of the lineup in Cisneros. Matt Priest, then the top, and Liam Barrett, top three here in the bottom of the eighth. The Black Bears have 6 outs to work with. They need 2 runs to tie, 3 to win. And they also need to shut down the offense, which they've been able to do for the past 2-3 innings. But just that one inning in the fifth, that 7-run fifth inning, it just looks so ugly up there on the scoreboard. That's all they've needed so far. That's Cisneros ready against Tyler, who is in his first game as a Northwest Star Nighthawk, just got here today. First pitch to Cisneros. He is going to hit the zone for strike one. Cisneros has reached in all three of his at-bats. It is 2 for 2 today. That's low for ball one. RBI double in the second, walked in the fourth, and hit a single in the sixth. Came around to score one of the 2 runs that the Black Bears scored then. Made it 7-5, and it's been like that ever since. Grounder up the middle, diving stop, but it bobbles off the glove of Kovac, and taking first is Cisneros. Well, good start. Cisneros reaches on the infield single. He's now 3 for 3 on the day. And now it's Matt Priest. Another runner on first and nobody out. Matt Priest. 5th at bat as the lineup flips over once again. He is 1 for 4. Had an RBI ground out in his last AB. First pitch gets past Taguchi, and taking second is Cisneros. Yeah, I wish we could eliminate 1 inning. Yeah, there should be a banana ball rule. You eliminate 1 inning, and then you do the score from there. Because if we eliminated the 5th, 5-0. Looks so much better, right? We can't do that. One 0. Fouled away by Priest, and it's 1-1. So Tyler not playing college baseball quite yet. He did graduate from LeGrand in 2024. And took that gap year and is yet to play a college season yet. So that one's fouled off, and it's 1-2. He did get a first team honor. First team all-league. Was one of the 9 guys from LeGrand this season. Sorry, last season to pick up those all-league honors. Now the 1-2. Fly ball into right center field. Henry is under it, and he'll make the grab. No tag at second from Cisneros, and that's out number 1. Priest now 1 for 5 on the day. I'll bring up Liam Barrett with 1 out now and a runner on second. Barrett's reached in all 4 of his at-bats, 2 for 2 with 2 walks. First pitch is outside for ball 1. So Barrett, 11 walks on the regular season, now 4 walks in non-league play, a total of 15. One 0. Outside, 2-0. Well, he could walk again. You never know. You never know with Mr. Barrett. Crazy thing is, in 23 games, he only walked 3 times at UC Santa Barbara. That's 11 and 13 regular season games. And then now outside, ball 3. Has a chance to walk for the 3rd time today. In high school, his senior season in 2024, he walked 15 times, but that was in 30 games. Junior season, he walked 18 times in 23 games. So that's a little bit of more production, as that'll hit the zone for strike 1. Was the Santa Clara Valley League MVP at Mountain View High School his senior season. Played with the Medford Rogues along with Jack Meissner. Time is called, and now back and ready to go for the 3-1. Cisneros on second. Advancing on the wild pitch after the single. Here now the 3-1. There's ball 4 again, and Barrett walks for the 3rd time today. That's now 6 walks for Nighthawks pitching, and half of them have come to Liam Barrett. 2 on now. Barrett represents the tying run, and that'll bring up Jeremiah Crane. Has 2 singles in his last 2 at-bats. Single here, hey. Could make this game interesting. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Bears. First pitch. Driven into deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's foul. Crane 102 off the bat. That was crushed. Just got a little out in front of it, though, as it's 0-1 now. Now the 0-1. Chopper down the third base line. It was bouncing in fair, but it ends up in foul ground. So it's 0-2 now to Crane. Man, that was a close one. Crane crushed that. That was a no-doubter if it was fair. Party Deck would have had a souvenir. Oh, 2. Grounder over into left field for a base hit. Stopping at third is Cisneros. The throw was great, but it gets past Taguchi. Backing it up is Thyler, but a single, a third straight single for Crane. Definitely wanted the home run, but he'll load the bases up with 1 out. And that'll bring up Gavin Poffenroth. Never mind, pinch hitter Will Jeske is gonna pinch hit. Will Jeske in his first at-bat of the game is going to come in for Poffenroth. Poff finishes 0 for 4 today. Jeske came in as a pinch hitter yesterday in game 1 of the series. First pitch. Grounder down the third base line, foul. This is only Jeske's second non-league game, as didn't play in the beginning of the season. Got here a little bit later, middle of June. Now the 0-1. Inside, will get past Taguchi. Running is Cisneros, and he'll score. As the toss from Taguchi got past Thyler, it is 7-6. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on, or tying run on third, go-ahead run on second now with 1 out. Jeske a chance to possibly not have to play the bottom of the 9th if he brings in both these runs. Easy double play is out of commission as the entire infield is now in. One to Jeske. Another one low. It's 2-1. Sable on deck. He's got 2 hits and a rocket double in his last at bat. Now the 2-1. Pops one up, foul ground. It'll get out of play. It'll hit the stands. And it's 2-2. Did it get stuck in the netting? It did. It got stuck in the netting up there on the foul ball. You could not do that again if you tried. 2-2 fouled away again. It'll get out of play. It'll get stuck in the netting on the other side. No, it probably won't. Another 2-2 to Jeske against Feeler. Tying run on third. Tying run 90 feet away with 1 out. Bases loaded, now the 2-2. Blooper into right field, that's gonna drop in for a base hit. 1 run is in, Crane, it will stop at third. It'll advance, try to get to home, and he'll score. Jeske tagged out trying to get to second, but he brings 2 runs in, and the Bears have an 8-7 lead. Well, Jeske sacrifices himself in order to give the Bears the lead here in the 8th as they've come back from down 5 and are now up 1. Now with the bases empty and 2 outs after Jeske gets tagged out. He does bring in 2, and the Bears are up for the first time since the top of the 5th. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. That'll miss for ball 2. That was a crazy turn of events. The bloop single, Crane was rounding third. Looked like he stopped there at first, but they were distracted by Jeske, and it allowed Crane to score. Off the end of the bat, fouled off to the left, and it's 2-1. Sable 2 for 4. Single and a double, 2-1. That's a pop-up over to second base. Solom will run and make the grab for out number 3, but 3 runs come in for the Bears, and they have taken an 8-7 lead heading to the top of the 9th.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Top 9 as Wesley Strand is out of the game. But he had a great couple innings. He finished with 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Played very well in his Cowlitz debut. It'll bring up to the mound Kieran Markison. Jeremiah Crane was just copying him for a second. Jeremiah Crane is he's a character. I'll say that much. Very cool dude. He is a character. Markison is usually the closer now for the Black Bears. It's usually either him or Hayden Thompson. The Black Bears have an off day, so all the arms will be warm for Monday, in which they'll definitely need them, as they're going to play at least 14 innings, possibly more. That'll be the next broadcast. Audio broadcast from the Rourke as the Black Bears take on the Richfield Raptors in Game 2 and 3 of the Columbia River Cup. Aaron Henry, never mind, it's Cade Galen. He'll swing at the miss at the first pitch. Top of the lineup leading off again. This is the 4th inning that they've led off. 1st, 3rd, 5th, and now the 9th against Markuson. 0-1. Fly ball into left center as it'll be Liam Barrett. He'll make the running grab for out number 1. Oh, quick first out for Markuson. That'll bring up Rylan Taguchi. He'll swing at the first pitch and fly one out to Priest in center field, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. Well, the Black Bears are 1 out away from a nice comeback victory. They had a very rough 5th inning, but will be 1 out away. Another swing at the first pitch. Out into shallow right center, and it'll be Will Jeske to make the grab for out number 3. Fly out to left, fly out to center, and fly out to right. Markuson makes quick work in the top of the 9th and gets the save as the Black Bears sweep the Nighthawks in the 2-game exhibition series. And this one, oh boy, it was a close one, as the Black Bears take Game 2. Well, this is officially the end of the non-league games this season. Every other game the rest of the year is going to be a regular season game. It was a very fun time playing the Nighthawks in 4 games this season. We wish them the best of luck against Richfield for the rest of their season. Black Bears finished with 8 runs on 14 hits, no errors. On the other side, the Nighthawks, 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. 7 runs, all 7 of them coming in the top of the 5th inning. Well, the next time you will see this broadcast on YouTube, on the Cowlitz Black Bears YouTube channel, will be July the 22nd. We have a long road trip up ahead, which includes the All-Star break. But for everybody here at Davis Story Field and in the press box, I'm Evan Patoka. The audio broadcast of the game and a half on Monday, starting at 4:30 p.m. on July the 14th, is going to be our next broadcast. Have a good night, everybody.